Hello everyone. Very good afternoon to all of you guys. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on whichever part you guys are joining from. So just confirm this once if I'm properly audible to each and every one of you. Just confirm this once if I'm properly audible to each and every one. Anju is saying good afternoon. Yes, Anju, very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. Am I audible, Anju? Am I audible? Yes, thank you, Prithvi. Thank you, Prithvi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I hope I'm both audible as well as visible, right? Chalo. Keshav, very good evening. Very good evening to you all. Chalo. So let us just wait for a couple of moments, okay? Let everyone join. Then we'll start with the session. So today we are going to start from trigonometry, which is one of the most important parts. Prithvi saying yesterday's homework question. Yesterday's homework question. Which question, brother? Which question, if you can tell me? Acha, Prithvi, give me 1 second. Let's continue with this, okay? Because today's class is streaming on. We're streaming it on YouTube as well. So maybe tomorrow, we'll solve works, or maybe we have a class today with I guess you guys at 7 o'clock. So we'll solve there. Works, na, Prithvi? Works? That works? That one also works, right? Okay, chalo, perfect, chalo. Perfect, chalo. Now, let's move into trigonometry. Now, let me say something before I start with this. Very, one of the most important parts, okay? Most important parts. This is one of the most important parts of your entire syllabus. Please keep this in mind. Meaning, if I can say, so if you are someone who is preparing for CGL or CHSL, let me say one thing, you should expect around 4 to 6 marks from this topic. 4 to 6 marks from this topic. So one topic is giving you 4 to 6 marks, meaning that can be considered a very important topic, much more important than many of the other topics, okay? And please understand, I told you guys, I guess, excuse me, this trigonometry part is very much interlinked, meaning, so you cannot skip classes here. Like say said, I know this part, let's skip this part, so I'll start from the second one, or I have done the first 2 classes, then I'll do the let's skip 1 class, then I'll do from the 3rd class, 4th class onwards. No, please don't do that. We'll have a certain number of classes, around 10. So please try to attend all the classes, because this particular part is very much interlinked. You see, today only I'll show you some basic ratios, how to deal with them into different manner. One, I'll tell you guys use this for question answer purposes for the exam, and another part it is for learning purposes, which will be required in the coming classes. Okay, so it's a little bit tricky from that front, but please understand, this is a topic which is by far, so however you want to look at this is a very important topic. In whatever format you look at this is a very important topic. Okay, chal, let's start with this. Let us start with this. Now, please understand this trigonometry. Can anyone tell me why trigonometry, or how trigonometry was kind of discovered or came into play? How or why? The answer to this, because that is something that is very much required, that is something we need to know. Now, if you don't, I don't know whether you guys know it or not. So back in the British era, okay, so you guys already know I belong from Kolkata, right? So back in the British era, so in the initial phases, so British, the Kolkata used to be their capital. So most of the development in India, they have started from Kolkata only. So back in the days, so they had done something called the Great Trigonometrical Survey. Great Trigonometrical Survey. Okay, and they have constructed a few monuments around that, and like they have taken like some points. The monuments were taken as the like the anchor points in throughout the city, and luckily or unluckily, one of such monuments is like very close to where I live, close to my house only. So now you understand why trigonometry is considered. Trigonometry is actually, it will give you, now let me give you a very practical example. This particular thing, trigonometrical survey, this great trigonometrical survey was done. Why? Because they wanted to map out the Kolkata, the whole Kolkata like city. They wanted to map out which like the elevations, the topography, everything. They have done like this great trigonometrical survey like for that purpose. But before that, trigonometry is very ancient. Now please understand. See, if I ask you, what is the tallest mountain in the world? What is the tallest mountain in the world? Let's understand with a very practical example. You guys will also love it. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Anyone? What is the tallest mountain? We all know it. Tell me now. Tell me the name, please. What is the tallest mountain in the world? Tell me the name. Tell me the name of the tallest mountain. So we all know this is the Mount Everest, right? And we all know what is the height of this. This is 8,852 meters right now. In many books it is 48 meters. Whatever, the height is not kind of the factor. Now can anybody tell me how was it measured? How was this height measured? इसको measure कैसे किया गया था? How was this height measured? So like someone like climbed Everest with a like a tape in his hand. Someone climbed Everest with a tape in his hand? Absolutely no. That's not possible, right? So please understand, that is where mathematics comes into play. That is where trigonometry comes into play. So trigonometry is nothing but the study of angles and distance. So we deal with angles and we deal with distance. So in trigonometry you will learn the relation between these two, the length or the distance and the angle. So please understand what we do, like as we are giving the example of Mount Everest. So if this is Mount Everest, this is a Mount Everest. So we use a device called theodolite. This is a so that is an angle measuring device. So we place it somewhere over here and we measure this angle. We tend to measure this angle. This angle is theta, and then by using some trigonometrical ratios, we figure out this height of Mount Everest. We figure out this height of Mount Everest. That is how anything is done. That is how the heights are measured. Right? Nowadays, like there are much better equipments which gives you the result instantaneously. You don't need to do the manual calculations itself. But the heart of all those things is what is trigonometry. Okay, that is the reason actually SSC also trigonometry is one of their favorite topics. In SSC also trigonometry is one of their favorite topics. Okay, so that was just a quick introduction. Now we need to learn the basics of trigonometry. So that was some fun part, like why, just a little bit of background into this topic. Now introduction. Please understand one thing. Trigonometry deals with, I told you guys, ki angles and distance. So we will start from here. So trigonometry has some ratios, mainly three typical ratios that you need to know. Three typical ratios. Now, before I start that, let me say one thing. As this is a complete foundation batch, so I am assuming none of you guys know nothing. Okay, I know many of you already know these things, the very basic stuff, but again there might be a student who doesn't know these things. So I am kind of catering to that person also. So we will be starting from absolute basics and we will build from there. And if you are someone who already knows this, do not worry, Like you can always, so brushing up never hurts. Brushing up the same thing never hurts. You might learn something new today. And I can guarantee you will learn something, definitely you will learn something new today. Now, we always deal with in trigonometry what? We always deal with right angles. We always deal with right angles. Okay? You understand my point here. So from there only we will figure out the ratios, trigonometrical ratios. Now if this is a right angle triangle, if this is a right angle triangle, I am naming it A, B and C. Now please understand one thing. If I take this angle, if I take this angle as theta, if I take this angle as theta, always understand the angle, the opposite side of this angle, if I am considering theta, the opposite side of this angle will always be my height. It will always be my height, or I can say h. And the other side of the right angle will always be my what? This will be my base. This will be my base or B. And this particular side, that is always we know that is called hypotenuse. Okay, in short I am writing hypo. This is called hypotenuse in right angle triangle. This is called hypotenuse. Now this is, please understand one thing. For example, if there is someone who is saying, no sir, this is, let us take this angle. I am taking this angle as phi. So now every ratio will change. Why it will change, sir? Because now from the point of view of phi, this has now become my height. This is now my height, the side BC. And this side AB, which was height in previous case, in case of theta, this has now become my base. But please remember one thing that never changes is hypo. Hypo will always remain the hypo. The hypotenuse will never change no matter what you are doing, no matter what angle you are taking. Hypotenuse will always remain what it is. Clear till this? Clear till this? Absolutely clear till this? A very quick yes or no please. Keshav, Anju, Prithvi and all the others. Absolutely clear till this? No worries whatsoever? No worries whatsoever? Absolutely clear, I am hoping. Absolutely clear? Yes or no please? A very quick yes or no? All clear. Sarath is here. Perfect. Chalo, Sarath is clear. Perfect. Now we need to know some 3 basic ratios. First one is called sine, second one is called cosine, third one is called tangent. Okay. Now we call them, so these are their like the good names, but they have some pet names as well. So in case of sine, we only take the first 3 letters, SIN. Similar for cosine, so we will take COS, cos, and for tangent we will take tan. Now please understand, this sine does not mean anything, this cos does not mean anything, this tan does not mean anything. Like alone this sine is obsolete, this does not mean anything unless and until I am giving it an angle. Unless and until I am giving it an angle. It's like I always take this example. It's like a bucket. It is like a bucket. It does not hold anything unless there is a bottom plate. So you see, there is a bucket here, but there is no bottom plate. Can you fill water in it? No. So the same thing. So you need to put an angle with it. Say if I say sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, then it becomes a ratio. Then it becomes a ratio. Sine theta is a ratio. Sine is not a ratio. Cos theta is a ratio. Tan theta is a ratio. Now please understand one very simple thing. What are the definitions? We'll go there. We'll go into the definitions part. But please understand before, there is a big pitfall. The school level pitfall I have seen. Let me say this. Sine theta or sine 60 degree divided by sine 30 degree. You cannot cancel sine here. If you do this, then it will be probably the biggest mistake of your entire life. So Please understand, this is absolutely prohibited. You cannot do this. Sine theta does not mean, sine theta is not equal to sine into theta. No, absolutely not. Always, I give an example, like you remember the example, you will never make the mistake. Why? Say 12 by 11. Can you cancel this 1 and 1? Can you cancel this 1 and 1? Tell me. And then 2 by 1, this is 2. Have I done this correct? Is it correct? You will say, sir. You will say, sir, this is absolutely wrong. Wrong by each and every aspect, right? So, like the sine theta, so sine 60 by sine 30, you are cancelling sine. That is also equally wrong. 12 by 11, if you divide 1, if you cancel 1 and 1, that is also equally wrong as divide, like cancelling sine and sine. So if you are someone who is having this particular doubt, please clarify this. You cannot, please, sine theta is never sine into theta. I have seen multiple students make this mistake. That is why I'm saying this upfront. Never make this mistake. Perfect? Now. So ratios. So sine theta is always defined by height by hypotenuse. Height by hypo. That is your sine theta. Sir, cos theta. Cos theta will always be defined as base by hypo. You only need to remember these two. Rest will figure out. You don't need to remember. If you can remember, sine theta is height by hypo. Always hypo is in the denominator. Hypo means hypotenuse. Cos theta is base by hypo. Now let's build from here. Let us build from here then. So this was our like triangle A, B and C. So we are talking about hypo means it has to be a right angle triangle. So sir, if I take this as theta, so sir, height is this one and this is sir base and this is sir hypo. Correct? Because opposite to theta, opposite to the angle is always height. I told you guys this. So sir, you guys tell me what will be sine theta, sir? Sine theta I can write, sir, AB is the height divided by hypo is sir AC. Sir, what will be cos theta? Cos theta is sir, BC is the sir base divided by hypo is the similar AC. So these two are the basic ratios and there is a compound ratio, that is tan theta. Tan theta is what? Tan theta is nothing but sine theta divided by cos theta. That is the definition of tan theta. That is your definition of tan theta, but we don't like do this every time. What we remember, sir, if we do this, you see, we'll make the formula. Sine theta is sir what? AB divided by AC divided by cos theta is what, sir? BC divided by AC. Sir, AC cancels. So that means what we are getting? Tan theta is equal to AB divided by BC. So that means what can I write? Can I write it like this, sir? That means tan theta, it is equal to AB is sir height divided by BC is sir base. So that means height by base is what? Is your tan theta. Clear everyone? So that is sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. That is your sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. That much only you need, the basic thing. Basic, that much, this much only you need. Nothing more than this. Now. Sir, there are three more ratios. So there are three. Sine theta I told you guys. Cos theta I told you guys. Tan theta I told you guys. So sine theta, the reciprocal of sine theta is called cosec theta. The reciprocal of cos theta is called sec theta. The reciprocal of tan theta is called cot theta. All are reciprocals. Meaning sir, if you want to define this mathematically, sir, cosec theta is reciprocal. Reciprocal means sir 1 by, sir, reciprocal means 1 by sine theta. Or rather, you can remember also like this, sine theta. So if I just take this to this side, times cosec theta, it is always equal to 1. Similarly, you can remember, sir, sec theta is always equal to 1 by cos theta, or rather cos theta into sec theta is also equal to 1 only. Similarly, from here you can write, sir, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta, or from here tan theta into cot theta, that is also equal to 1. Yes, this much absolutely clear. A very quick yes or no, please. A very quick yes or no, please. This much absolutely clear to everyone. This much absolutely clear to everyone. The reciprocal thing. So we got 6 ratios. 3 primary ratios, 3 like the secondary, the reciprocal ratios. Right? Now let us discuss a very important point, very special point. A little bit where you will need to use your brain a little bit. Okay, sir, in this over here, sir, it was A, B and C. This was this. So if this was theta, sir, then sir sine theta is what? Then sir sine theta is what, sir? Sir, sine theta is AB divided by AC. Everybody, this much clear? Sine theta is, sir, height, so that is opposite to the theta, height by the hypotenuse. Now you tell me, sir, what can be the range of sine theta? Range means, sir, what is the minimum value of sine theta, what is the maximum value of sine theta? What can be the minimum value, what can be the maximum value? So we can discuss about this, but before that we need to remember a certain like few other things as well. We need to remember, or we need to discuss a few other things as well. What? Because these value of theta, you will see, for the time being we are considering this theta can only go till 90 degree. Because this theta can only go till 90 degree. But please understand, there is no, like in actual scenario, there is no such restrictions. In SSC also, we don't have any such restrictions. But that is a little bit advanced part, we'll learn it. We'll learn it as we go along. But if that is the case, if there is no such restriction, always remember what can happen. Sir, this value of this AB, the height, this value of this AB, this height, should always be less than this hypotenuse. Because in school we have always understood, in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse is always greater or equal to the other sides. Yes or no, everyone? You guys, we all know this, we all can agree on this. Hypotenuse is always greater, and in exceptional situation that can be equal. So it is greater, or at least that is equal. It can never be less than the sides, right? So if I am saying, sir, that means AB can be what? Sir, AB can at max be equal to AC. Meaning this height, sir, can at max be equal to the length of the hypotenuse. Because hypotenuse will always remain greater or at least equal to the side. So this side can at max be equal to the hypotenuse. So if that thing happens, so that means a sine theta, if it is equal, so at maximum condition these two are equal. Equal means that we can cancel. Equal means that we can cancel. So in that case we can get a value of 1. Meaning, sir, sine theta should always be less than 1. But in exceptional cases, it can also be equal to 1. And also, just a simple thing I'm writing, as I'm writing this whole thing, I should write this also. Sir, if we are considering only the 0 to 90 degree for value of theta, if we are not considering the other quadrants, we'll discuss about that. So sine theta is also positive there. In there, sine theta is positive. It cannot be negative. It cannot be negative. So for the time being, you remember it like this. And same logic you can apply on cos theta as well. Why? Because cos theta is also another side. The hypo is again greater or equal to the side. So you can also say, sir, for cos theta also, this same logic can be applied. 0 to 1 is the range. 0 to 1 is the range. But if you take the whole domain, that means like minus infinite to plus infinite, theta can take any value, then these ranges will change from minus 1 to 1. Then these ranges actually change from minus 1 to 1. How this happens, why this happens, the actual mathematical explanation I'll also give you guys. I'm a very graph friendly guy. I'll show you the graphs as well, but not now. Not now. Let's prepare a little bit more, then we'll move on to those things. Okay. I'll be the most happy to move on to those things, because I am a maths freak. You guys already know this. Correct. This much absolutely clear. The range of sine and cos. The range of sine and cos is absolutely clear to everyone. Yes or no, please? Absolutely clear the range of sine and cos. Why it is 0 to 1 for the time being? A very quick yes or no, please. A very quick yes or no, please. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Chal. Now, sir, the same thing. Sir, if we are learning here, so tan theta can be what? Tan theta, you don't take any range. Tan theta, just remember, tan theta can take any value from 0 to infinite. Tan theta for the time being cannot be negative. If we are considering 0 to 90, so it can take any value from 0 to infinite. Okay, so don't worry about tan theta for the time being. Now, sir, so basics of the ratios are gone. Now, a very important point, sir. A very important point here. Very important point. Let me say this. Sir, always remember one thing. If you have been given the value of one of the trigonometrical ratios, you can very easily figure out the other 5. You write this down. Meaning what I am saying, so there are total 6 trigonometrical ratios. There are total 6 ratios. So out of those 6, if you have been given a value of only 1, you can always figure out the values for all the remaining 5s. Okay. So meaning, say for example, if I say tan theta is equal to 3 divided by 4. This is the ratio for tan theta. So I can do what? I can figure out sine theta. I can figure out cos theta. I can figure out tan is done. So I can figure out cot theta. I can figure out sec theta. I can figure out cosec theta. Now, what SSC does, SSC has a particular knack on asking questions or based on this concept. Very important, for your exam, from the exam point of view, both CGL as well as CHSL. Now there are 2 ways to, you can approach this particular thing from 2 different ways. Either you can solve this. You can figure out tan theta, sine theta from tan theta by using some identities. Okay, but the recommended method will be to go by the definition. The recommended method, at least from the exam point of view, will be to go by the definition. This is recommended. But please understand, we all have to learn these identities as well, because in the next chapters, next topics, the higher order identities, we will need these basic identities. We'll need a very good grasp of this higher order identities. Otherwise, we can't really, you can't really get a hold of this. Perfect. So let's understand. Let's understand. Come on. Now, first I'll definitely show you the how to deal with this definition thing. And acha, one more thing before I do this. Just understand what type of question you will see now. They will choose say two ratios, sine and cos. Say for example, so they will say if tan theta is 3 by 4, then find the value of sine theta plus cos theta by sine theta minus cos theta. That is your simple question, pure pre-level question, pure pre-level question. Very, very simple question. Got my point? So that is, this is one type of question they may make. Now please understand what I am saying. Don't get confused if they are asking you something like this. Why? Because I've just told you guys, no matter what happens, if one of the ratios is given to you, you can figure out any other ratio. You can figure out any other ratio, that too very easily. That too you can do very, very easily. Right? So you don't need to take any pressure. You can simply say, it means that if they're asking this, excuse me, that means I need to figure out sine theta and I need the value of cos theta. So you figure these two out from this tan theta, then you put down the values of sine and cos in the expression, you get your value. Very, very simple logic. Very, very simple approach, right? Let's do that. Let's see how we can do this. Let's see how we can do this. Chalo. So this is a white page now. Now. So tan theta was 3 divided by 4. Now understand one thing. Sir, I can always start from my definition. So that means I am taking, sir, this is A, B and C. This is right angle and I am taking this theta. This is the most common practice. So tan theta is 3 by 4. Now can anyone tell me, sir, tan theta, what was the definition of tan theta? Sir, what was the definition of tan theta, anybody? Sir, what was the definition of tan theta, sir? What was the definition of tan theta? Anybody? What was the definition? What was the definition of tan theta, sir? Sine by, no, that's Sharati, that was for sine by, but direct definition. From there, we kind of gone ahead one step, and I had given you guys one definition. Yes, this one. Tan theta sine by cos, then this AC cancels. We got height divided by base. We got height divided by base. Remember this. So directly can I say that means that this is nothing but AB divided by base is BC, because this opposite to theta, this is your height. Opposite to theta, this is your height. So height and BC is your base. So this by this is given as 3 by 4. Now, please wait a second here and think for a second. Wait for a second over here and think for 1 second. Okay, sir, this is a ratio, correct? Tan theta, sine theta, cos theta, all these are what? Trigonometrical ratios. This is a ratio. And they are asking us what? They are asking us to find all 5 of these. So these are also ratios. These are also ratios only. ये भी तो ratios ही है. These are also ratios only. So, and in the arithmetic class, in the ratio proportion class, I had told you guys, like the older students from the previous batches, I had told you guys, sir, whatever happens, sir, if they are giving you something that is not definite, and they are asking also something that is not definite, I can simply manipulate. Meaning, if they are giving you something in ratio, they are asking you also something in ratio. So you can assume anything you want, just like satisfying the ratio. Sir, that means sir, AB can I say, sir, directly it is, let's take 3 now, sir, and BC, sir, let's take 4 only. Why, sir? Because at the end of the day, we will figure out another ratio only. So even if we take, instead of 3, if we take 3x, 4x, that x and x will cancel at the end. So better we don't even take x. Better we simply say, then AB is 3, BC is 4, sir. AB is 3 and BC is 4, sir. Now comes a very important point, that this one. Sir, what will be the length of AC? Anybody? What will be the length of AC? So we need to discuss a little bit over here, but let's solve this question, then we'll discuss. What will be the length of AC? Everyone. What will be the length of AC? Anybody? AC ka length. What will be the length of AC? Sarathi is saying 5. Absolutely. Anju, 5. Perfect, sir. This is simple Pythagoras. Pythagoras. There was a person called Pythagoras who in the early days given us one particular formula, sir, a square plus b square equal to c square. Okay. Now we'll talk about Pythagoras in a while. Now, so if we use this, this will be what? So 3 square plus 4 square with an under root, which is nothing but 5, sir. So length of AC is 5. Hypotenuse is 5, sir. Now you see, once we have done this, I can figure out any value I want, any ratio. So sine theta. Sine theta is, sir, height by hypotenuse. Height by hypotenuse. Sir, 3 is height divided by hypotenuse is 5. 3 by 5. Achha, sir. Cos theta can you find? Absolutely, sir. Cos is, sir, base by hypotenuse. Sir, base is 4. Height, hypo is 5. Sir, cot theta can you find, sir? Absolutely, sir. Cot is reciprocal of tan. So tan is 3 by 4. Cot will be, sir, 4 by 3. Sine, sir, can we find cosec theta, sir? Absolutely, sir. Cosec is, sir, reciprocal of sine. Sine is 3 by 5. Cosec will be 5 by 3. Sir, cos is 4 by 5. Sec will be, sir, the reciprocal. Sir, 5 by 4. You see, we have figured out all the ratios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, no matter what their their question is, whether they are asking the question based on sine cos, based on cosec cot, based on whatever cos cosec, whatever ratio they want, I'll just put down my values, calculate and tell them the answer. Everybody, absolutely clear. So again, as very brief summarization, any ratio they have given you, any ratio they might have given you in the paper, in the question, and any ratio they are asking. If theta is the same, angle is same, you can figure out any ratio. They are free to give you any ratio. You are also free to calculate any ratio. You are also free to calculate any ratio. Now, please tell me till this part, anybody having any doubts? Anybody having any doubts, please tell me. Please tell me if you guys are having any doubts whatsoever, or whether it is absolutely clear. This much absolutely clear or not? This much is absolutely clear or not? No doubt. Okay, Sarathi is saying no doubt. Perfect. Perfect. Again, very, very, very important point, like topic from exam. That's very clear. Perfect, 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 perfect. Chal. Now, sir, I don't know whether you guys have noticed this or not. If you haven't, let me show you. Let me, a few things here and there. Sir, why are you taking the diagram, making the right angle diagram like this? Not like from left to right. Why are you doing it like this? Because let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys, as we are learning so mathematics, so we must keep a little bit of focus on the basics also. So I'm just putting a heading, concept of positive and negative angles, because there is in your SSC syllabus there is something called the radian and angle, like the degree thing. So concept of positive and negative angle also you should understand, or at least when you are learning trigonometry, at least this much you need. Always remember, any angle taken in the anti-clockwise direction or counter-clockwise direction, okay, that is always considered positive. And any angle taken in the clockwise direction, that is always considered negative. Always remember this. And there is a very like popular sign convention कि always we always tend to take the angle. See, if we are making a theta, always we tend to take the angle from the base towards the hypotenuse, from the base towards the hypotenuse. So this is the angle. Now you understand, sir. If I make the angle, if I make the angle like this, still I'm doing it, I'll flip it. I'll simply flip it. Sorry. Yeah, flip. Why is it not flipping? Yeah, now it is. Yes. Now if I make the diagram like this, if I make the diagram like this, now this is 90 degree. Now sir, this is base. The convention is saying I have to make the diagram or take the angle from this side to hypotenuse. Now tell me, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Tell me, very basic stuff. Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? It is clockwise. So this is now, as per mathematics, this is negative angle. So this is not 30 degrees, this is minus 30 degree. If I say, for example, this is my 30 degree angle. Whereas this is, you see, this is anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. This is positive angle. So it is always a better practice when you are learning, learn the right way. It might not, it will not change anything. But at least when you are learning, start learning like this. Always make it a habit. If I am like making a diagram, making a right angle triangle in trigonometry, I'll make my diagram triangle like this, not like this. Okay. Again I'm saying it won't make any difference, not to the answer, nothing. Just if you can like tell anyone why I'm doing this and like what is the logic behind this. Okay. So positive, negative angle, that is the logic. That is the logic. Now, sir, we have already gone into Pythagoras. So definitely we need to learn a little bit about that person. We need to learn a little bit more about that person. So Pythagoras, because that is something that is very, very important. So we'll learn this. We could have learned this in the geometry class as well, but let's do it here only. So Pythagoras, this person never actually worked on geometry. Okay, we use his theorem mostly on geometry, but this person worked on number system. Okay, little bit of history, because he is one of the most famous mathematicians of all time. He is not even a mathematician. I absolutely despise this person. Okay, so this person worked on rational number, irrational number, and those sort of stuff. And his theorem was कि a square plus b square equal to c square. So you can find rational numbers which will give you what? So two numbers, sum of the squares of two numbers will be equal to the square of the third number. Now coincidentally we can see in this particular thing holds true. This particular thing actually holds true for what? This particular thing holds true for right angle triangle as well. Right angle triangle as well. Now meaning what? Meaning, please understand this. Meaning, say if a square plus b, if you are able to find three numbers a, b and c, which is satisfying this Pythagoras, like this theorem, a square plus b square equal to c square, then a, b, c, these three sides, if you take these three lengths, if you take as sides of a right angle triangle, that will satisfy this triangle. It will give you a right angle triangle. So that is the reason these three numbers are called Pythagorean triplets. Okay, Pythagorean triplets. Now again, I should say this, Pythagoras, I call him a terrorist, mathematical terrorist. Why? Because Pythagoras believed till the day he died there is nothing called irrational numbers, and whoever used to tell him said like there might be something beyond rational numbers. So he used to murder him. Okay, so Pythagoras had a history, because we are talking about before Christ time, so it was very normal then to murder anybody. It might not sound that sound very like sane for in the current times, but it was back then. It was what it is. So one of his disciples actually, mostly there is no proof of this. Mostly I've also read it in books. Like this is how it goes. There was no Sony back then, right? So like everybody will pick up the phone or the camera and take out a video. So back then, one of his disciples, he was actually back then that mathematics, philosophy, the science, those were not that much distinct. There was no BSc and BA, BCom, right? There was no distinction. Everybody could do everything. So one of his disciples actually showed him the proof of irrational number, showed him the proof of the existence of irrational number. And guess what he did? He drowned him, saying, I am saying there is no irrational number, how can you show me the proof? So like that was a story that is associated with Pythagoras. Okay, so just as we are learning about him, I thought you should also learn about this. You can find the proof, find the evidence in written format in Google also. Now back to Pythagorean triplets. Sir, ABC are Pythagorean triplets. Now you need to memorize a few Pythagorean triplets here. Memorize means you understand. I'll give you. So the shortest or the simplest Pythagorean triplet is always 3, 4, 5. Okay. Always remember. Definitely C will be the biggest number. This will always be your hypo. Hypo is the biggest one. So that means it satisfied what? 3 square plus 4 square will always be 5 square. You remember, you see, you verify, this is what happens. But what I am saying, do not be content here. Remember, if you can figure out one set of Pythagorean triplet, any multiple of that particular set is also a Pythagorean triplet. Meaning, sir, if I multiply the whole set by 2, so it will become 6, it will become 8, it will become 10. 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10. Sir, again a Pythagorean triplet. You see, sir, 36 plus 64 is 100, 100 is 10 square. Sir, if you multiply this by 3, so 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. Sir, again a Pythagorean triplet. Again a Pythagorean triplet. Sir, again, sir, let's multiply with 4. Sir, if you multiply this, so 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20. Sir, again a Pythagorean triplet. So you see, we are making our Pythagorean triplets by ourselves. You don't need to remember the big chart like every Pythagorean triplet. Chalo, let's remember. Absolutely no need. Is it clear, everyone? Is this absolutely clear? Is this absolutely clear, the Pythagorean triplet concept? Is this clear? Everyone? Yes or no, please. A very quick yes or no. Clear. Okay. Perfect. Now, as we're talking about this, one other popular Pythagorean triplet is 5, 12 and 13. Okay. So again, any multiple of this is also Pythagorean triplet. Sir, if I multiply this by 2, so 10, 24, 26. You see, 24 is 576, 676, so 10 is 100. 576 plus 100 is 676. So if you multiply this by 3, you see, now we are moving into the territories, the values are not known to us. So 5 3s are 15, 3 12s are 36, sir. 3 13s are 39, sir. Again a Pythagorean triplet. So whenever you see some very odd type of values, always remember it might be a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, everyone? Now let's solve a few questions. Let's solve a couple of questions, then we'll again discuss a few things. Sir, CGL 2018 pre-questions. cot theta is given. Cot theta is given, sir. Exam point of view, I told you guys, we'll talk about identities, but for the time being, we'll not do that. Sir, it is cot theta, means I'm taking, sir, this as theta. Sir, cot theta means what, sir? Sir, tan theta we know. Tan theta is, sir, height by base. So, sir, cot theta will be what? Tell me now. So, it's reciprocal. Sir, base divided by height. That is given as, sir, root 7. Nothing is in the denominator means, sir, by 1. Meaning, sir, base is, sir, root 7. Again, why, sir? Because ratio is given and these are all ratios only. And ratio is what they are asking. So, base is root 7 and this is 1, sir. Sir, what will be the hypo? Sir, root over of, use Pythagoras theorem. Root 7 square is 7 plus 1 square is 1. Sir, root 8. Root 8 stands for 2 root 2. Okay. Root 8 means, sir, 2 root 2. Root 8 means, sir, 2 root 2. Now, sir, now I need, what do I need, sir? Cosec theta plus cosec and sec. In order to answer this, what do I need, sir? I need cosec theta. I am writing it here. I need cosec theta. And I need sec theta. Acha, can I say cosec theta I need, meaning I need sin theta. Because sin theta I will reciprocate this, I will get cosec theta. Sec theta, meaning, sir, I need cos theta. Cos theta I will kind of take the reciprocal, I will get to sec theta. I will get to sec theta. So, sir, if that is the situation, then what I will do? Sir, from here, can anyone tell me what will be sin theta, sir? Sin theta is, sir, height divided by hypotenuse, that is 2 root 2. So, sir, cosec theta will be what? Sir, cosec theta will be 2 root 2 only. 2 root 2 only. So, sir, and what else is required, sir? Cos theta. Cos theta is what? Sir, base height divided by this, sir, root 7 divided by 2 root 2, sir. Sir, sec theta will be what? Sec theta will be, sir, 2 root 2 divided by root 7. That is done. Now, sir, these are very lengthy. No, not very lengthy. We are explaining everything. That is why it might seem a little lengthy. Otherwise, it will be direct. We won't be doing these many steps in all the questions, right? For the beginning, it's okay. In the beginning, it's absolutely okay. You do steps. Now, sir, I need to put the values here. I need to put down the values over here, sir. Sir, cosec square theta minus sec square theta, sir. Cosec square theta minus sec square theta, sir. How can I do this? How can I do this, sir? Sir, cosec square theta. Cosec theta was 2 root 2. So, cosec square theta will be 8, sir. Minus sec square theta. This is how much, sir? This is sec theta is this. So, sec square theta will be square of this 2 root 2 square is, sir, 8. Divided by root 7 square is 7, sir. Divided by this same thing, just plus here. Sir, LCM you do, everything will be cancelled. So, it will be 8 minus 8 by 7, right? So, 7 8s are 56 minus 8. 56 minus 8 is 48. And divided by 64, I guess this one. 64, no? Yes. So, sir, 8 say again we can cancel. This is 6, this is 8, this is, sir, 3, this is, sir, 4. 3 by 4 is coming out as my answer. 3 by 4 is coming out as our answer. 3 by 4 is coming out as our answer. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear, everybody? Absolutely clear this. Please tell me. Please tell me if this is 100% clear to everyone. Please tell me if this is 100% clear. Everybody, a very quick yes or no. A very quick yes or no I need from each and every one of you. Clear? Satish is saying clear. Perfect, Satish. Very, very good, brother. Very, very good. What about others? Clear. Anju is saying clear. What about Keshav? Everybody clear? Prithvi is saying clear. Sarathi is saying clear. 100%. Okay, perfect. Now. Sir, again one question. Tan theta is this. Acha, can you guys Now tell me, without doing the like all the things, without doing the without drawing the figure, a little bit using your brain, can you guys tell me? Sir, 2 by 3. So think like this, sir. That means height is 2, base is 3. Think like this. Height is 2. I'm not using pen and paper. Sir, height is 2, base is 3, sir. Yes. Height is 2, sir. Base is 3, sir. Correct? So if that is the case, sir, then what will be the hypo? Hypo will be what, sir? Sir, root over of 2 square plus 3 square. 2 and 3. Root over of 2 square plus 3 square is, sir, root over of 13. So, sir, sine theta will be what? Sir, sine theta. Sine theta will be 2 divided by root 13. Cos theta will be, sir, 3 divided by root 13. I'll give you one shortcut also, like right now. Just give me 1 second. Let's solve this first. So, this thing we need. So, it is equal to 3 sine theta. So, 3 2s are 6 divided by root 13 minus 4 cos theta. 4 3s are 12, sir, divided by root 13. So, niche, sir, everything same, only the minus will become plus. Root 13 will common and cancel. So, upper sir minus 6, niche sir 18. So, this is minus 1 by 3. So, which is option number 1, sir? Which is option number 1? Now, as we have done this, let me give you one very important tip you can write. If tan theta is A by B, directly you can write sine theta will always be A by root over of A square plus B square, and cos theta will always be B by root over of A square plus B square. This is a direct thing you can write. Okay, you can remember, or what I generally prefer, without writing this. Sir, figure out the hypo, root over of 2 square plus 3 square. So this is height, this is base. Sine means this by this thing, 2 by root 13. Cos means a base by root 13, 3 by root 13. That is how we think. That is how I generally personally think. Okay, but if you feel no, sir, this particular theory will help me more, absolutely okay. You use that. I don't have any problem with that. You use that. I don't have any problem with that. Okay. At the end of the day, you need to solve the. You need to be able to solve the question. Now, how we will do it? Absolutely up to you. Okay. Whatever you feel comfortable, whatever method is most comfortable to you. I am doing it in this method. That means you must also do this in this method. No, absolutely not. So at the end of the day, you must solve it. You must be able to solve it and solve it within the time. So if some other method is working better for you, absolutely go with that. At least I don't have any problem with that. Okay? Perfect. So sir, we still have a few questions left. Let's do one more question. I guess we have a couple of minutes. Sir, how can we deal with this CGL 18 pre? CGL. So CHSL questions are also here. Like after I guess this question we are having CHSL questions, but I don't think we will be able to get into that. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start from there. So now, how can we do this? How can we do this? You see, in this question, in order to answer, so I need 3 ratios. I need tan, I need sine, I need cos. And just now I told you, if you have tan, you can figure out sine and cos very easily. And you see, tan is actually given. Whenever you see this, it will come with experience and a lot of practice. This is nothing but actually tan. Why, sir? You see. Take this cos to the left hand side and this 3 to the right hand side. Sir, left hand side is sine theta divided by cos theta. It is equal to this thing, 4 is here and 3 will be divided. Sir, sine theta by cos theta is what, sir? Sir, it is tan theta. 4 divided by 3. Achha, 4 3 meaning this is height, this is, and this 3 is what, sir? 3 is base, sir. Sir, that means hypo is how much, sir? Hypo is how much? Hypo is, sir, 5. We just learned 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Hypo is 5. Sir, sin theta then? Sir, height by hypo. Cos theta, sir, base by hypo. Base was 3. Sir, put down the values here. Your question is done. Tan square theta, 4 by 3 whole square, 16 by 9. Plus sin theta minus cos theta. Now let's do it together. Sin theta minus cos theta means 4 by 5 minus 3 by 5, that is 1 by 5. So let's do this. So it is 45. So 5 16s are 80 minus 9, sir. So if you do this, sir, this is 71 by 45. 71, sorry, extremely sorry. Again, 89 by 45. I don't know why I put minus. 89 by 45, which is option number 3. Which is option number 3, everybody. Is this clear? Is this clear, everyone? Is this absolutely clear? Please tell me yes or no. Is it 100% clear? 100% clear, everyone? Absolutely clear? So this was our last question and the first basic class of trigonometry. We understood the different ratios. Very simple thing. Okay? Prithvi saying clear. Perfect. So again, I'm like completing the class here only. We have almost more than 10 classes actually. So we will build from here. Tomorrow is Sunday. So please revise these things before Monday. So tomorrow there is no class. So definitely you guys will have the time to revise. Because next week, the whole week in advanced maths class, we'll have the trigonometry. And arithmetic will go on as it is going on. Okay, so please put some effort if you can, and so just see a little bit of the trigonometry that you have done in your school. That will help you in understanding only. Okay. Yeah, Sharti, please doubt. Tell me, brother. Tell me, brother. Sarath, tell me the doubt. Tan is 4, then sine 5 by 4. No, Sarath, you cannot say this. You see, first of all, there are two problems here. Sine theta can never be equal to 5 by 4. Why, sir? Sarathi? Because, sir, sine theta is always less than equal to 1. We have just learned that inequality. You are remembering? Sarathi? It is never possible. Sine theta, in no way, no matter who is doing, no way sine theta can be 5 by 4. You are getting my point? So if tan theta, that I am just writing it here, if tan theta, it is equal to 4 by 5, then hypo is how much, you tell me, Sharathi? So it will be the root over of 4 square plus 5 square. That is a 25 plus 16. So that is a root over of 41. So sine theta will be what, sir? Sir, height is 4 divided by hypo, which is 41. This is the value of sine theta. Clear, brother? Clear? Perfect. Chal. So then that will be all for today. This class again, I'll be taking the remainder theorem class on at 7 o'clock today only. So a couple of hours from now. So please be there on that class. Very important class, that one also. Okay. So I'll see you guys at 7. Till then, please take care. Bye bye. I hope you guys have enjoyed the class. Bye bye. Thank you so much.